feel like you're starting over, I want you to listen closely. You are not starting over, you are starting from strength. While I was doing my workout, which is why I'm coming to you like this, I got an alert that the first episode of my podcast that I have had hit 1,000 downloads, which is just so mind-blowing that 1,000 people listen to an episode. It's the episode that talks about how to restart your wellness journey when life happens. And I feel like that is perfect for the start of the year because I don't know about you, but for me, I don't count the new year until February. Because I could have the best intentions, but it's just a lot. We came off 3 holidays in 30 days. You had to end your year, do all your end quarter things. Now we have a new quarter, we're starting the new year, and it's just like overwhelmed. I feel like you are probably on social media overload like I am, where more things are just coming at you. We need to circle back. I personally like to just take it day by day, get through the first month of the year, and then we hit the gas and we go. Whether that's wellness goals, business goals, personal goals, whatever you need to do, I want you to really think about what it is that you want and how are we going to make this year different. And so there are a few key takeaways from that episode that I wanted to share before we get into this week's leg day. First takeaway is that you are not starting over, you are starting from strength. As a trainer, there's one statement I cannot stand to hear, and that's, I fell off the wagon. There is no wagon. This is not Oregon Trail. It is 2026, y'all. We are not falling off the wagon. Your body remembers everything you've done leading up to this. Your body has muscle memory. Your body remembers everything you've done. Your discipline is still there. It simply was just put on pause because life is happening. And you shouldn't beat yourself up when there's literal chaos going on around us. We don't need to stress because we missed a workout because we had to work late, or you had a child that needed something, or a prior obligation. We don't have to beat ourselves up about what we didn't do. Takeaway number 2, this little comeback, the intentionality that we are bringing to 2026 simply starts when you start. I'm not talking overhaul your life. I'm not talking perfection. I'm talking one simple commitment, promise to yourself that you're going to keep. Today's promise could literally be, I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna eat the lunch I prepped instead of ordering out. Or I'm gonna do the workout that I have scheduled in my calendar. One simple promise can kickstart you back to what is kickstart you into feeling better about yourself and your health. Takeaway number 3. Consistency is built through self-trust, not motivation. If you haven't heard it yet, and you listen to my podcast, I think motivation is bullshit. I don't believe in it. It's a feeling and feelings fade. That's why self-trust is so important, because it's built off of you doing the things you said you were going to do. So today, in this leg day, it is a chance to build self-trust rep by rep, set by set. Takeaway number 4, train your nervous system first before you try to train your body. If your stress is high, like yours truly lately, be mindful of what you're doing with your routine. Smart intensity and what's sustainable instead of burning yourself to like the degree and then lighting the candle on fire on both ends, because we know we've been there and done that more times than we care to count. And takeaway number 5, your comeback should feel aligned, not extreme. I did an entire podcast about this recently, that if your health plan isn't something that actually fits like a puzzle piece in your life, and you feel like you have to do without or you have to miss things just to get it in, that is not a plan. That is something that is not sustainable, and it'll lead you to burnout faster than anything else will. You should enjoy moving your body, whatever that may be. You should enjoy going to do your workout. So if you're looking at your workout like I do not want to do this, then that's not the right plan for you. So going into 2026, find what works for you, be intentional with all that you do, and if you choose to do today's leg day, which is coming in a second, I want you to remember that you are starting from strength. Life is going to continue as the way things are looking to throw us off. But we are all about rebuilding momentum and self-trust one step, one set, and one rep at a time. So without further ado, let's get into this week's leg day workout. And if you're looking for more, don't forget, linked in the comments below this video is my free wellness growth community. If you want a little more support, a little accountability, and a little education to get you through this journey, it's available. Just click the link below. Bear with me in this video as other people were working out, and I wanted to be mindful of that. So there's going to be a lot of angles and light issues, but we're going to work with what we got. We're starting off strong with barbell hip thrusts. You can sub these out for dumbbell hip thrusts if you need. Biggest thing here is really making sure to get that full extension. So when you're at the top, you're fully in that parallel position. You're squeezing your glutes, you're keeping your chin tucked, and you're making sure you're getting the full available range of motion. My favorite thing to do after I do a barbell hip thrust is pair it with this single leg hip thrust. Your girl is on the struggle bus. I usually can only do like 6 to 8 reps of these, really making sure I'm getting that unilateral glute engagement so that I'm strengthening both sides and I'm not leading with my strong leg. I immediately go from one leg to the other. Only way to get it done, I like to lock out my toe. As you can see here, my quad is flexed, my leg is straight, and I'm really driving through that glute, getting the range of motion, pausing at the bottom, and then again at the top, squeezing at that parallel position. I told you this is where the camera gets a little wonky with the light. We've got barbell RDLs. You can also do these with dumbbells. I honestly like them with dumbbells because I feel I get better range of motion, but my back's been bothering me, so I just wanted to try where I was at with the barbell. Biggest thing here is that you're truly grazing your shins because you want your hips to glide as far back as possible, keeping the back flat, the core is engaged, and making sure to take your time as you descend down. I personally like to pair these with B-stance RDLs. That back leg is just a kickstand. It's just there for stability. But again, same concept. I'm driving my hip as far back as I possibly can, squeezing that glute, fully coming up with good posture, and slowly descending down. Again, 6 to 8 reps on each leg will have your little booty cheeks on fire here. Making sure that you're being mindful of the weight selection you have so you don't round your shoulders, and you're always stopping at that mid-shin position so you don't overextend the glute and lose the contraction that you have. For me, in this workout, I'm sticking with sumo squats. Back squats really still bother my back, so we're going toes out at a 45-degree angle, making sure the little booty cheeks are dropping. You see I'm getting as low as I possibly can with the heaviest dumbbell I could find in our gym, making sure I have that slight hinge to engage my glutes. You can always add an increased pause here for more tension. Finishing this workout with cable glute kickbacks, making sure that you have enough resistance that you're stepping back from the cable. Toe is slightly turned out, 45-degree angle. You can see my leg is getting tired. I literally kick the ground, but I'm feeling that squeeze in that glute med, which is that center part of your butt cheek. I have my own ankle strap, so I keep them on both legs, makes it a lot easier to switch. And you can see as I set it up, I stretch it out, feel the resistance, and I'm really making sure that I'm holding my hip there to ensure that I'm getting the right engagement and I have the right distance from the cable. I made sure to adjust to really get the most out of this. I know there's a lot going on in the year, but if you're looking for more support, more accountability, and you want to level up in all areas of your life, take a second, go to the description, and join my free wellness community.